Nanna Spriha Raghupate Hridaye Asmadiye Satyam Vadami Cha Bhavan Akhilantaratma Bhakti Prajacha Raghupungava Nirbharang Me Kamadidosha-rahitam Gurumanasancha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. O God, I tell you the truth. I have no other desire. And you, being the innermost self of all beings, know it very well. O God, give me the ardent devotion only and make my mind free from all impurities like passion, etc. A very good evening to you all. I am glad to be again present with the Bhakti Yoga of Swami Vivekananda. We have been reading on the last 17th August the naturalness of Bhakti Yoga. Swamiji was telling that how devotion makes our mind unattached, detached to the worldly things, and as we go towards God, we feel more and more joy in thinking of God, in remembering God, in taking God's name, meditating on God, and other things. We naturally, without any effort, we grow a kind of distaste, detachment. The highest direction is that which takes us to God. Mind, there is ups and downs are there. Good, bad, so many things happen in the mind. But how we direct that mental condition, our thought, if we can direct all these things, our suffering, our good, our bad, everything towards God, then that is the highest direction. Every other direction is lower. We find that pleasures and pains are very common and often recurring feelings in our lives. When a man feels pain because he has not wealth or some such worldly thing, he is giving a wrong direction to the feeling. Still, pain has its uses. Let a man feel pain that he has not reached the highest, that he has not reached God, and that pain will be to his salvation. When you become glad that you have a handful of coins, it is wrong direction given to the faculty of joy. It should be given a higher direction. It must be made to serve the highest ideal. Pleasure in that kind of ideal must surely be our highest joy. This same thing is true of all our other feelings. The Bhakta says that not one of them is wrong. He gets hold of them all and points them unfailingly towards God. Bhakta does not get irritated by confronting unfavorable situations, behavior, treatment, anything. I am not unhappy with anything comes because my beloved, my God is sending all these things, because my God is the source of all these things, the whole creation. And when I have love for my God, anything coming from this world, good or bad, everything directs this to God. Oh God, good, if it is good, praise and blames, everything we direct to God. We don't get irritated, we remain unperturbed. Our joy is that, yes, I am able to think of my God, I feel the nearness, presence, proximity with my own God, my beloved. So, that is the point in the case of Bhakti Yoga. In other yogas, you have to have effort. No, I will not do this, I have to bear this. This is my austerity, this is my tapasya. But when a mother does anything and everything for the child, mother never thinks it is my tapasya. It is a pleasure to do anything and everything for the baby. It is a joy. If mother cannot do this, then mother becomes restless. So in Bhakti Yoga, Swamiji wants that naturalness of all renunciation, everything, all these austerities, so-called austerities in other paths are imposed on us. We have to consciously do that, otherwise we cannot proceed to God. But when in the path of Bhakti Yoga, then we find this automatically, naturally it is coming. We don't feel any kind of tiredness, unwillingness, irritation, unhappiness in doing anything and everything in the name of God, because the devotee knows that everything is coming from my beloved. Even the last chapter we read, that Swamiji was quoting that the sadhaka, the aspirant, has been bitten by the snake. After 2 days of remaining unconscious, when he came back to senses, telling, what happened to you? He said, no, my beloved has sent the messenger to take me to him. Because I know life and death, it is always remaining with my beloved, my God. So even snake bite, they think that death is the call, messenger coming from my God, my beloved. So we read up to this, and now the new chapter, the forms of love manifestation. How there are different types of this, how when you advance in the path of devotion, there are different forms that manifest through love, in which love manifests itself. Love is manifest through all these things. First there is reverence. Anything associated with God, we feel reverence. I read a little then. Why do people show reverence to temples and holy places? Because He is worshipped there. My God is being worshipped here. That is why, although this building doesn't belong to me, perhaps first time I am coming to this, perhaps it is a foreign land, perhaps it may be my so-called, actually there should not be any enemy for the devotees. Still, it belongs to the people who do not like me, who are always a kind of feeling, possessing and cherishing a kind of ill feeling for me. But still, this is the place of my God. My God is being worshipped here. Why do people show reverence to temples and holy places? Because He is worshipped there, and His presence is associated with all such places. Why do people in every country pay reverence to teachers of religion? It is natural for the human heart to do so, because all such teachers preach the Lord. Why you respect other teachers also? Although he or she may not be my teacher, may not belong to my faith, but still we respect. No, they are preaching my God only. Ekam sat vipra bahuda vadanti. Truth is one, and that one truth is being preached by so many people in so many ages. We call them prophets, sages, rishis, munis, teachers. So, people feel respect, reverence, they cherish it in their mind. Devotees, those who are devotees, they feel in that way. That my God is being taught by other teachers also. So, I respect them also. Swami Vivekananda had a wonderful statement that My salutation to the prophets of the past, the teachers of the present day, and also to those who will come in future. At bottom, reverence is a growth out of love. We can none of us revere him whom we do not love. We can revere, respect somebody whom we love only. Without love, there is no question of reverence, respect. How can it be? No devotion, no love, no respect. If love grows in our mind, automatically we feel a kind of reverence there also in our minds. Without love, none of us can show reverence. Then comes priti. Priti is pleasure in God. People, those who do not like or love God, they get joy in anything and everything in this universe. They have interest in moon, they have interest in Mars, they have interest in so many imaginary things, fairylands and Disneyland and Universal Studio. Yes, so many things. But whose mind is in God, they will not get, oh, all right, you are devotees, you are getting joy, all right, bah, very good place, go, bah, good. But my mind is absorbed in my chosen deity. Other things are saltless. But in God, there is full pleasure, joy in that. So first comes reverence when love grows, devotion grows in the mind of the devotee, and devotee advances in spiritual growth. When parabhakti comes, that ripe, supreme devotion comes, then a kind of reverence for the chosen deity, God. Then pleasure in God. What an immense pleasure men take in the objects of the senses. They go anywhere, run through any danger to get the thing which they love. There are small video clips comes. This in China or some other places. They are jumping thousands of feet down, something with the help of... It is a kind of adventure. They like that kind of pleasure, joy. We all do risk. A few days back we had a devotee. His son has taken martial art, going to different places. Martial art also it is there. But what will happen, who knows? But they get joy. If you don't have love, you cannot take up something as your profession. You like it. Somebody becomes singer, somebody becomes dancer, somebody becomes actor, actress, rider, driver, teacher, professor. So many things are there. They get joy in that, so they do it. So in the whole world, Swamiji is telling people do peculiar things because they love to do it. Their senses like, that is why they do all such things. What is wanted of the bhakta is this very kind of intense love which has, however, to be directed to God. Others' love is for other things, other than God. They don't get joy in shrine, they cannot attend to the lectures, they cannot sit for some time in meditation. Those who are so selfish cannot do anything for others. Millionaire, billionaire, they are, but they cannot give. The richest man in America in Swamiji's time, this D. Rockefeller, he was trying to commit suicide because he has lost a little thing in his business. So he had a futile attempt for suicide. He was somehow saved, and with the request the request from his friends, came to Swami Vivekananda with audacity, arrogance, and Swamiji did not even did not greet, telling, oh man, you have come, so much of suffering, now trying to know joy in life, never you have given anything for others, never you did any good thing for others, only you accumulated wealth and wealth, now you are trying to get joy by committing suicide. That is not, that man became, what is this, astonished. I have never known this man, I have not said anybody, without any announcement I have come and telling me everything, without even seeing my face who has entered the room and talking everything about me. However, oh, this man did not show respect to me. Even the President of America stands up when I enter his room and greet me. And this is a fakir. In the eyes of millionaires and billionaires, what is the value of the sadhu, santas, renunciates? They think are all beggar people. They could not do anything in life, begging and depends on alms. Something they are parasites in the society. They live on the others. And so, they have hate, they have so many things, although they do not do, this sadhu santos, monks don't do anything wrong to them, but they are full of hatred because they are sucking the blood and they are eating only, they are not doing anything, no productivity. So many things they know because we are productive. Producting for whom? What you have brought with and what you will take back with you. So, they peculiar thinking. And that man went back, gave a big amount in charity. Again, after 7-10 days, came back to Swamiji, threw in front of Swamiji the counterpart of the cheque book. Now, Swami, you should thank me. I have given the biggest amount ever given in charity. That is also arrogance. I have given. Now you should thank me. It is a business. Commercial purpose, I have given this, so you praise me, show some respect. What I don't get in the society, I am millionaire, but people know that I have made my money sucking the blood of others, common people. I have not done anything, I know how I have, that is why people do not show respect. Now I have given money, as you told, I have not given anything to anybody, that is. Then Swamiji says, why should I thank you? It is you who should thank you because I have inspired you. I have encouraged you. I have told you the truth. So you should thank me for getting the right path. You have taken the right step. You should thank me. They now also fused. Then Swamiji said, this arrogance will not do, my dear. When you donate something, give something in charity with folded hand, you must kneel down before the receiver and tell, oh God, I am so blessed that you have chosen me to serve you in the form of needy, in the form of poor. I am the custodian of your wealth. We came all with empty-handed, we will go empty-handed. Empty-handed people are the highest joyful, blissful people in this universe. They don't have any attachment, they have that feeling of that ultimate reality. So, people, what they like for that, other than God, they do anything and everything. But what is expected of a devotee? What is wanted of the bhakta, devotee, is this very kind of intense love, which has, however, to be directed to God. Worldly people, those who are not devotees, they have love for other things, but devotee must have the love for God and God alone. Then there is the sweetest of pains, viraho. Another thing happens, grows in the mind. Reverence, then priti, pleasure in God, reverence for God, godly people, holy people, devotees of God. They become friend of each other because he is also a devotee, I am also a devotee. And viraho, then grows the viraho. What is that? Sweetest of pains. Viraho is a kind of pain, feeling. The intense misery due to the absence of the beloved. Gopis had this. Sri Ramakrishna, oh my mother, when will you come? Chaitanya Dev had this. Oh Sri Krishna, oh Sri Krishna. Every sadhaka who loved God, when they did not feel the presence of God, then immediately, oh, where are you, where are you? I cannot live this life without your presence, without your vision. please come. They don't have any taste, any joy in anything in this world other than their object of worship, their devotion, their object of devotion, object of worship, object of thinking, their chosen deity, their beloved, their God. And if there is that absence, then intense feeling of pain due to absence of the beloved, that is called viraha. When a man feels intense misery because he has not attained to God, has not known that which is the only thing worthy to be known in this world. When M, the recorder of the gospel, who was the principal of 2 schools in those days and lecturer in 2 colleges, and Calcutta was the capital of all this British Empire, at that time colonial empire. And this man was so sound in education and established in the society. He came and master asked, what about your wife? No, not bad, but ignorant. Oh, you are a man of knowledge. Do you know what is knowledge? To know God is knowledge. Not know is ignorance. Now you understand who is ignorant, you or your wife. Immediately shattering his ego. That this intense, when a man feels intense misery because he has not attained to God, has not known what is, has not known that which is the only thing worthy to be known, and becomes in consequences very dissatisfied and almost mad, then there is viraha. That is the feeling, oh, I do not see my beloved. What is joy in other things? Not knowing God is ignorance. I may know the whole universe, everything of this world, of this universe, but I do not know God. Then according to the scripture, then your knowledge is something that will bring some bread and butter, but that will not give you the joy you are desirous of. That lasting, eternal joy and bliss, which is the goal of human life, that you cannot get through money and other things, anything, any wealth, education, degrees, this, that, name, fame, your beauty, nothing can give. All these things, yes, you have enjoyed, but don't forget the goal. The source of the supreme joy, ultimate joy, is in that, in God and God alone. And when that is not there, then that feeling of that pain, intense feeling of pain, that is called viraha. Then there is viraha. So it also comes when the devotee grows love for God. Many things are there. Those who like meditation, then this word, that word, now it is time, 9 o'clock, we go for meditation. They won't like. You give good rasgullas and burgers and other things and what you call what people like to eat in the restaurants. Very attractive item, tasty, pastry, ice cream, whatever you like. You give, he will say, no, you take it, I am going. Those who like, Swamiji is giving, the in human level also, men, women, when they fall in love, other things they don't like. When we will both be together, that joy is the highest joy for them. And if that joy is directed to God, then it is Godward. And when that joy is not there, absence, then it is viraha, separation, painfulness for separation with God, absence of God. And this state of the mind makes him feel disturbed in the presence of anything other than the beloved. Eka rati vichikitsa. Swamiji has quoted this is in Buddhism, in Jainism also. This word is used in Sanskrit. Eka rati vichikitsa. What is that? Not getting joy in any other thing other than ekarati vichikitsa. Vichikitsa means doubt. I have doubt in anything and everything other than my God. I am not happy with that. So his minds become, he feels disturbed in the presence of anything other than the beloved. Eka rati vichikitsa. In earthly love also we see how often this viraha comes. Again, when men are really and intensely in love with women, or women with men, they feel a kind of natural annoyance in the presence of all those whom they do not love. Exactly the same state of impatience in regard to things that are not loved comes to the mind when para-bhakti, supreme devotion, holds sway over it. Even to talk about things other than God becomes distasteful then. Think of Him alone and give up all other vain words. Anna vacho vimunchatha. It is from Mundaka Upanishad, Swamiji has quoted. And no other words. Please stop that, please stop that. There is no taste. It is not salty. I don't get any. Stop it. If you continue this talk, I will get up. You talk of my Hari, my God, my beloved. So, when this viraho matures, goes, it is like that. In human life, in ordinary life also we find that when we love somebody, we feel always to be in the presence of my beloved. Men, women we find in the society. And this is the case with God, when really that para-bhakti, supreme devotion has grown in the devotee's mind, then devotee cannot remain happy in the presence of those people, those who do not like his or her God, those who criticize, those who are not same way loving his God and all that. These people will disturb. In the Gita, Bhagavan is telling Arjuna at the last chapter, 18th chapter, I have spoken you everything, all the pearls and jewels and diamonds in spiritual life. Don't speak all these things to others. Idam te na tapashkaya na bhaktaya kadachano na cha shushrushubhivacham na cha jomang abhasyoti. Don't tell all these things, what you have seen today, what I have told you. Don't talk it with those who do not have devotion, who do not have love for me, who do not have respect for me, who do not want to hear, who do not have served me or my people. So, this is the criteria, that they are not ready to hear all these things. Because you are ready. Of all the 5 brothers, I have given it to you because your mind is in me and me alone. That is what is tadiyata, feeling the hisness. It will come later, Swamiji is telling. So, anna vacho vimunchata, quoting from Mundaka Upanishad. No other words. Don't talk anything else. Think of him alone and give up all other vain words. There is no value. That state of mind comes when para-bhakti enters into the mind of the devotees, when they practice this path of devotion. And I quote from the Narada Bhakti Sutra also. There are some wonderful things are there. In that state, what happens? Tasmin anannata tad virodhi shu udasinata cha. This Narada's Bhakti aphorisms, there Narada says, in that state of devotion, there is cessation of everything other than devotion. That is one-pointedness and indifference to things opposed to it. Next mantra is also sloka. Annasrayanam tyago anannata. What is the meaning? Meaning is discarding the resorting to everything else other than devotion or God. That is one-pointedness. Mind becomes one-pointedness. God's words. Yes, you discuss about that day and night, going on and going on. I don't want to hear anything else. So this kind of state, this kind of mental state that happens in the minds of the devotees. Swamiji is telling that in that condition, nothing is liked by the devotees. Those who talk of him alone, the bhakta finds to be friendly to him, while those who talk of anything else appear to him to be unfriendly. A still higher stage of love is reached when life itself is maintained for the sake of the one ideal of love. When life itself is considered beautiful and worth living only on account of that love. Tadartha prana samsthana. I live this life only not for me. I don't have any attraction for my so-called this dear body. No, I am living tadartha prana samsthana. Love for love's sake, it is a love for my chosen deity, my devotion, my love, my everything, my life. This life for my God only. Otherwise, I don't have any attraction for my life, this body. They feel that is higher than this. The still higher stage of love is reached when life itself is maintained for the sake of the one ideal of love. I capital, L capital, ideal of love. When life itself is considered beautiful and worth living only on account of that love, L capital, L-O-V-E. Without it, such a life would not remain even for a moment. They cannot live. In the world also it happens. Suddenly mother and father, they are so loving to the son or daughter. Oh, son has passed away. Father or mother also immediately heart attack. Cannot bear. Their love, intense love for their own child. Father or mother, it happens, we know this. So, what type of intense love it is. So, this happens for God in the case of devotees who practice this bhakti, who pray, who are thinking of God and God alone. Gradually, when this devotion ripens, that para-bhakti, supreme devotion, enters in the mind, and then they find that life is worth living only when we find that it is only directed towards my chosen ideal, chosen deity, only for my beloved one, ideal love. Without it, such a life would not remain even for a moment. They cannot live without this. Life is sweet. When Sri Ramakrishna used to shed tears whole day, like no eating, no food, nothing. People, visitors in the temple garden would say, perhaps his mother, perhaps there is a pain, chronic pain, it is there, oh ma, because ma means mother. Whenever anybody falls sick, we oh ma, it comes. It is our pre-monastic life. Even here in monastic life also, you find, oh, it is unreal. Ma, it comes. Some people say Thakur. So whom you love, you take his or her name, be it mother, be it God. So Sri Ramakrishna used to say, oh ma, and people would say, they come only to see the stone image, they don't see the spirit, image of spirit. They see stone image just to offer some thing, and in return they will get, oh God, I am giving you this food, this money, this something, sweet meat, give me in return 1,000,000 times more what I want. So they don't understand Sri Ramakrishna's pain, that it is for the vision of the Divine Mother. They think, this man suffering is paining, perhaps his mother has not come. They are thinking. They cannot think that a person can shed tears whole day, roll on the ground for God. So, life is sweet because it thinks of the beloved. Yes, I have my life. I don't like to give up my life because I am thinking of my God, my beloved. Tadiyata, hisness comes when a man becomes perfect according to bhakti. Tadiyata is hisness. I belong to him. Nothing belongs to me. I don't have any free will, free thinking. I will eat. Sri Ramakrishna was doing puja. Ma, take food. Oh, you won't take. I will take. All right. Yes. Offering, he started eating himself in the temple. Dakshineshwar. First asking, Mother, eat. Oh, I will eat first. All right, I am eating. So completely no ego. The small child does not feel, I have defiled my food, I have jhuta kiya, impure, I have already taken, I should not give it to my mother. Mother is telling, no, you take, taking. Then feeding the mother also, baby. Whatever mother is telling, baby is doing. He doesn't have any purity, impurity, pure, impure mentality. So that is completely feeling tadiyata, hisness comes when a man becomes perfect according to bhakti, when he has become blessed, when he has attained God, when he has touched the feet of God as it were, then this tadiyata comes. Then his whole nature is purified and completely changed. All his purpose in life then becomes fulfilled. Yet many such bhaktas live on just to worship him. They don't have any value, any attraction for life, but they don't give up life because I am taking God's name, I am doing my God's puja, I am doing something for my God. So that is why they are clinged to the life. Otherwise there is no value of life. We have our value of life, we have our attraction. Oh no, I will not give up my life. I have to enjoy in this way, that way, so many things. But for a perfect devotee who has come to that perfection, then he or she completely forgets of his own body, mind, all these things. Then his whole nature is purified and completely changed. All his purpose in life then becomes fulfilled. Yet many such bhaktas live on just to worship him. That is the bliss, the only pleasure in life, which they will not give up. When Ravana was killed, then there was nobody to even do the cremation and other things, last rites. So Lakshmana and Ramchandra entered, and if anybody is there to do it. Then they found Ravana's mother, old lady, and she is Nikosha. She was running away. Ramchandra is telling, Lakshmana is telling, oh God, this old lady, whole family, whole clan, finished, son, grandson, great-grandchildren, everything, and still this lady has this clinging to life. Ramchandra is telling, no, my dear brother, it's not that. Ask, why? What is there in your life? Everything you have lost, still you are running away? Are you afraid of your life? No, I have my still desire to see the divine sport of Ramchandra. What a play going on. He or she was a wife of a rishi. So Ravana was son of a rishi. So this lady was telling, no, it's still I have the desire to enjoy the divine sport of God. Ramchandra is avatar, she knew, and all this going on. So I don't like to give up my body now. So such devotees who have got everything, they don't have any other desire, only to remain as one of the enjoyer of the God's divine play. O King, such is the blessed quality of Hari, that even those who have become satisfied with everything, all the knots of whose hearts have been cut asunder, even they love the Lord for love's sake. This is called from Bhagavata. This Bhagavata, Atma Ramascha Munayar Nirgrantha Apurukrame Kuruvanti Ahaita King Bhaktim Itham Bhuto Guno Harihi. This is the special quality of Hori, that those who have finished there, nothing they want, they have got everything, satisfied with everything. The name of the Hori, such is the blessed quality of Hori, that even those who have become satisfied with everything, all the knots of whose hearts have been cut asunder, even they love the Lord for love's sake. So the Lord, whom all the gods worship, all the lovers of liberation, and all the knowers of the Brahman, it is from Upanishad. Nirsingha Purvata Apani Upanishad. From there Swamiji is quoting, Yang Sarve Deva Namanti Mumukshovi Brahmavadi Nascheti. Nirsingha Purvata Apani Upanishad. One from the Bhagavata, that the attraction of beauty, of special quality of Hari's name is, Hari's form is that people become forgetful of all other things. They like to enjoy that. Krishna, when he was baby boy, all the gopis would complain in the name of lodging complaint, they will come to see the baby again. Your baby has done this, you see, stealing my this and that and all these things. They will tell all these things because they have to have some excuse to meet Sri Krishna's mother, Yashoda. Though we have come, your boy, where is the boy? Your boy is doing this, but actually mind is in the boy. This attraction of God. Everyone likes to come. Attraction, Krishna, akarshayati, attracts our mind. So, God's name, God's quality is that although they have everything they have got, still, for love's sake, they love God. They don't like to give up their body because I have the golden fortune, that blessedness to enjoy the company of, presence of my beloved. What is their birth and death? I don't have any attraction for the body, but so long I can see my God, I will see. I like to remain in this. So, and in the Upanishad also, it is theirs. Yang sarve deva namanti mumukshovo brahmavadi nishchiti. They know the knowledge of the Brahman is there. Even they, whom all the gods worship, all the lovers of liberation and all the knowers of the Brahman, they also cannot give up, cannot forget. They don't have any other desire, but they like to worship God. Such is the power of love. When a man has forgotten himself altogether and does not feel that anything belongs to him, then he acquires the state of tadiyata. Everything is sacred to him because it belongs to the beloved. Even in regard to earthly love, the lover thinks that everything belonging to his beloved is sacred and so dear to him. He loves even a piece of cloth belonging to the darling of his heart. In the same way, when a person loves the Lord, the whole universe becomes dear to him because it is all his, all my God's. My God has become everything. Whom to hate, whom not to love. Who can be my enemy? Holy Mother Sharada Devi is telling just the last message, my dear child, if you want to have peace in life, joy in life, then the secret is there. Don't try to find fault with others. Rather you find your own faults. See your own faults. Love everybody. No one is a stranger. The whole world is your own. What a wonderful message Sri Sharada Devi gave, so-called unlettered lady, but Saraswati herself embodied as Sharada Devi, giving this word that if you want to have peace, joy in this life, whole life, then the secret is don't try to find fault with others, rather you see your own faults, enough is there, and rectify that. Seeing one's own fault means don't do that. I know, oh, I have today lied, no, I should not lie. Oh, today I became angry, I should not become. Oh, today I felt greedy, no, I should not do this. It is just for rectification. But we don't like to rectify, we want to justify. I say, it takes less time to rectify than to justify. Oh, why you have done this? No, we want to always, with our crooked mind and polluted intelligence. No, actually this is this, we want to justify what is unjustifiable. But those who are real devotees, they don't like to justify anything. They want to rectify themselves, and when rectified, they don't find fault with others. They want to enjoy, see good in anything and everything. No one is a stranger, no one is hateful, no one is bad. When their mind is pure, Holy Mother said, you find impurity in others, wrong in others. When you make your mind first impure, then you find impurity in others. So, Swami Vivekananda, this wonderful way, is telling all this, that how when the seekers of the devotion, the follower of the path of devotion, bhakti, how the bhakta gradually, para-bhakti enters, then all these things, tadiyata comes. Tadiyata means this completely, this hisness. I do not have, there is a Navoda bhakti in the Ramayana. Ramchandraji is giving one by another. That wonderful story is there. Saburi, that old lady, she served her guru, and she belonged to the so-called low caste section. And when her guru will give up, that I am going, giving up my body to be one with God, then she said, do you take me also? I said, no, your time has not come. Ramchandraji will come, and Ramchandraji will give you the lessons. You wait for Ramchandraji. And Guru has said, oh, years going from a teenager girl has become old-aged lady. Years are passing through, Ramchandra is not coming. Now Ramchandraji, Lakshmana has come. They have come. And every day, Guru did not say when Ramchandraji will come. So every day he collects fruits and keep it. And whether fruits are pure or impure, he tastes it by his, bites it herself. If it is sour, no. If it is sweet, keeping for Ramchandraji. And when Ramchandraji, every day he is doing, keeping the courtyard clean, putting flowers, that Ramchandra will come, and fruits are collected, every day doing this, waiting and waiting and waiting, completely now has become old-aged. And finally when she came, when Ramchandraji came, offering the fruits to him, and Lakshmana becoming, Ramchandra is telling, don't think that she has polluted and she has defiled it, jhuta kiya. In Hindi mein jhuta kehte hai, it is defiled, impure. I have made, if I have taken dust with my tongue and teeth, then I cannot give it to God, my guru, my seniors, to anybody, and scientifically also. If you have taken something, dust with your tongue, it should not be given to others, because your diseases, infection may go to others also. So, it is there, thousands of years back we follow that. Never ever I have eaten, I will not give it to anybody, and never it can be the case with any senior guru, God, rishi, muni, sadhu, santa. Jhuta can never be given to it. It is sinful. So that lady was doing that, because that motherly love has grown for Ramchandraji. She is feeling one with Ramchandra. She has forgot that it is a separate body, and she is touching it with her, tasting the sweetness of the fruits, and it should not be given to God. Ramchandra is God, Avatara, God incarnation. She knows that. Guru has said. But she has no tadiyata, completely one with Ramchandra, not feeling that I have defiled something. Master offering the same thing, oh, mother, I will eat first, then you will eat. But master eating first and then offering to Makali. So, no feeling of this separate ego, one with God. So these things happen in the lives of devotees. And Ramchandraji, then Navoda Bhakti, 9 types of told. that last part of this devotion is that you don't have anything, completely surrender, refuge in God and God alone, feeling this body is separate, I am separate, who am I? I am not a separate entity. This egolessness is required. In the spiritual life also, many people practice spiritual. What spiritual practice? It is very simple. Be guileless. Today I was reading from Niranjanananda's life. Master is telling, without being guileless, one cannot reach that who is the absolute guilelessness. God is guileless. If you want to really realize God, you have to be guileless. Calculating mind and with hypocrisy, you cannot reach God. God is away from you. Spiritual practice is to love God and be fair with God, honest with God. Simple thing, we make so much of complication. I am taking japa, meditation, studying, reading, so much fasting. Hundreds and thousands of things, we can do it for the beginners only just to control our senses. Mind is so restless, so be a little meditative. But meditation is not. That is what is needed. Needed is that my mind remains in God and God alone, and that will not remain there unless and until I have love. I have grown love in my mind. Nobody goes to a doctor to request how to become attentive while watching the TV, while watching the movie, while watching the cricket match, while watching the Olympic Games, that. Nobody goes to take any doctors. But for studies, how to get concentration, where from concentration come in TV, in everything, in burger eating, in other eating. Nobody goes how to love burger, how to love this. Already you have fallen in love. So when we have fallen in love with God, we don't need anything. And this climax is tadiyata, completely surrender, refuge in God and God alone. Even this body is so dear to me, everyone. We don't feel that I am a separate entity. They can give up their life. This body is of no value for God. For God's sake, they can give up. And in return, they don't want anything, love for love's sake. So this happens in the life of a devotee who has grown para bhakti, supreme love and devotion for God. We will continue with the next chapter. Here ends the chapter. We stop. Any question? Anything from here? So, life is so simple, we make it complicated unnecessarily. Today is 31st.
Yes,
31st. There is a song in Bengali. সবারে বাসরে ভালো নইলে মনের কালো ঘুচবে না রে. Love everybody, otherwise the black spot, the dirt in your mind will not be removed and washed, and unless and until your mind is cleaned and pure, God will not be there. Mirabai, the lover of and the Sri Krishna, had composed one beautiful song. Sadhan karna chahiye manoa, bhajan karna chahiye, prem karna chahiye manoa, preet karna chahiye. Sadhan, bhajan, all these things you do, fasting, these are preliminary things. How long we will remain in fasting and ritualistic puja and this and that, all these things. I may sit whole day sitting here, but where is my mind? People are thinking, oh, Maharaj is so meditative. Out of 24 hours, 20 hours he is meditating. All right. 20 hours I am reading the book, Gita, Chandi, Bhagavad, but where is the mind? Am I reading all these books with my tears, or I am acquiring the next lecture I have to give so that I don't need to see the book? People will think, oh, wonderful memory. What is, oh, the Swami has memorized the whole Gita, whole this and that. Without seeing the book, I will quote and quote and quote and quote and quote. I am reading for that. Or I am reading due to my love for God. I am meditating and feeling joy. Tears of joy is coming rolling down my cheeks when I am thinking of my God. Or I am thinking that people will think that I am very meditative. It is not that. So these are preliminary things to bring our mind back. Mind is so restless. But real thing is to generate, to grow love for God. That is what is needed. Other things are only showing, helping us. Go to the school. Yes, going to the school, it does not mean that I have become enlightened if I am not attentive, if I do not love the subject. And when we love something, and then we find that sleep does not come, we don't feel tired. If I love mathematics, I am doing this. If I love something, then I can do it. Day and night, we get joy in it. When our joy will be for God and God alone, then that is para-bhakti, and it comes that tadiyata. So Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om Tat Sat, Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Next day, program, what is there? Announcement?
There's no Sunday. There's no program tomorrow.
This